This isn't going to be another one of those boring explainers about money. Nope. This is about a hidden force that is, right now, either secretly building your dream life or silently tearing it all down. It's called compounding, and something like 99% of people think it's just for Wall Street. And honestly, that mistake is costing them their freedom. So, by the end of this, you will know exactly how to use this force to build unstoppable momentum in your finances, your career, and your life. All right, let's dive in. The simplest way to get this? Just picture a tiny snowball. That's it. At first, you can barely even see it grow. It feels kind of useless, right? You push it, and it feels like nothing is happening. But if you just keep it rolling down a long, long hill, something incredible starts to happen. It picks up a little speed, getting bigger and bigger with every single turn until it becomes this unstoppable avalanche. That is what we're going to build in your life. But here's the lie that the financial world sold us. They made compounding sound like it's locked away in some vault only for people who already have huge amounts of money. They made you believe that if you're not a millionaire, well, this just doesn't apply to you. And that is a dangerous, incredibly costly lie. So let's just cut through all the jargon. Compounding is simple. Today's effort becomes the launchpad for tomorrow's. Reading 10 pages today makes understanding the next 10 that much easier. Making one good decision makes the next one feel way more natural. See, you're not starting from zero every day. You're building on what you did yesterday. And here is the part that should make you a little bit nervous. This force, it's completely blind. It's a law of nature, like gravity. It doesn't care if you're a good person or a bad person, it just amplifies whatever you feed it. And that makes it a terrifyingly sharp, double-edged sword. So this brings us right to the core battle. This force will either build your freedom, brick by brick, or it will become the wrecking ball that levels everything you've worked for. It amplifies your wins, and it amplifies your mistakes. Just look at the two paths here. On one side, you have positive compounding. It builds freedom. It creates a safety net. But on the other side, negative compounding is a modern form of slavery. It literally steals your future time, crushing you under the weight of tiny bad decisions that have snowballed into a full-blown crisis. It's how people wake up at 40 feeling completely and utterly trapped. So how do we make sure that snowball is rolling in the right direction? Well, it's not about how much money you start with. That's a total myth. It's about two things you can control starting today: the length of the hill, which is just time, and the stickiness of the snow, which is your consistency. Get those two right, and you become unstoppable. But I have to warn you, the beginning is brutal. You'll feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill, you're sweating, you're getting zero results. This is what's called the valley of disappointment, and it is where 99% of people quit. They look for a shortcut, a get-rich-quick scheme. Your only job here is to survive this phase, because on the other side of it, momentum takes over. Okay, so we've covered the theory, now we get to the practical part. If you've stayed with me this far, you're ready for this. We're about to break down the 3 pillars of your life where you can apply this stuff today, whether you even realize it or not. We're going to hit 3 areas. Your money, for building that crucial safety net. Your capability, for compounding your skills and trust. And your well-being, to protect the engine that drives this whole thing. First up, money. And we need to forget the idea of a Lamborghini. The real power of compounding your money isn't about buying things. It's about buying freedom from chaos. It's buying the ability to sleep at night. It's buying a protective bubble of peace of mind. I mean, just look at the difference. Without this buffer, you are always on defense. A surprise bill isn't just an annoyance, it's a catastrophe. You're basically a slave to your next paycheck. But with it, you get to switch to offense. Life can throw punches, and you can absorb them without even flinching. Your money is working to protect your peace. But hey, money is just the output. Now we come to pillar 2, the engine itself. The single greatest investment you will ever make, better than stocks, better than real estate, is in your own skills. Your ability to earn is the foundation of your entire life. And as your skills compound, so does your reputation. You know, trust is the ultimate currency. It's built in 1,000 tiny moments of integrity. But the brutal truth? It can take a lifetime to build, and a single moment of foolishness to just vaporize. You have to guard it like a fortress. Finally, pillar 3. Look, you can have all the money and the skills in the world, but if the machine is breaking down, it's all for nothing. This is all about your daily habits. And there's this terrifying quote that says it all. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Every single day, you're either investing in your biology
or you're taking out a high-interest loan against it. And the positive investments are shockingly simple. Guard your sleep. Go for a 30-minute walk. Eat food that actually looks like it came from the earth. And practice the superpower of just pausing before you react. That's it. These simple acts build a machine that can handle anything.
So we have money, capability, and well-being. But this is where it all comes together. This is the ultimate prize. Every small choice you make in these 3 areas is laying another brick in a much, much larger structure. In that structure is your identity. This is the most important idea in this entire explainer. You are not who you think you are. You are the accumulated sum of your actions. Your identity is just a lagging indicator of your habits. You are literally building the person you are becoming, one tiny choice at a time. And this is the difference between failure and success. It's intentions versus standards. Intentions are just useless wishes. I want to get in shape. I hope to get out of debt. Standards are different. A standard is the minimum you demand from yourself. I will walk for 10 minutes today. I will save $1 this week. Intentions don't compound. Standards do. And this is why we fail. We get obsessed with making some massive change today, and we burn out by Wednesday. We completely overestimate the day. And tragically, fatally, we underestimate what we can build in a decade of tiny, consistent pushes. You don't need to be a hero today. You just need to be consistent. So let's end with this challenge. Every single action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. One vote is meaningless, but 1,000 tiny votes, that creates a landslide victory for your future self. So the only question that matters isn't about some 5-year plan. It's about right now. What are you voting for today?